Hey guys, the name is Jasper, and welcome back to another Clara at Ibarra After Show. Nasa episode 3 na tayo ngayon, and I am ready to read all of your comments. Usually what happens that whenever I upload a video, may dumadating na comment, diba? Constantly. And then, may babasahin ako, meron akong i-skip, and then kung may nabasa akong intriguing, then I will mention it on the next episode. Pero just like I said, I don't have the time to reply to all of them. Written replies. I used to do that. Pero since patapos na yung semester, everything is going, it's getting busier. So whenever I have a break, instead of reading your comments and replying to them, I have to do something else and do some schoolworks. So in this way, we are going to read most of your comments, and I'm going to reply to them in video form through the Clara at Ibarra After Show. So just a little update. I was able to watch Black Panther Wakanda Forever. It's already available right now. Kung gusto yung panoorin yun, I will just leave a link at the description. And yeah, for any Marvel fans out there, it's right there for you to watch. And what do you guys think about the movie itself? Yeah. So yeah, let's just start reading the comments. We are going to start with episode 26 na pinalabas nung Lunes. Okay, so isunod ni Earl. Aga ng reaction. Yep, maagang reaction ko kasi I think it was yung Monday wala akong pasok sa school, so I was able to watch Clara at Ibarra around the same time kung saan live yon. So yeah. Okay, sunod naman ni Kuwerty mo. Hala, si Ale nasa Torre din. Hindi kaya napasok si Elias. May Elias pa din naman sa Noli. Sa Noli while reading the book na naiwan ni Clay at dahil wala naman siyang ganap sa Noli at naging character niya lang ay Ali. Si Ali. You mean yung kala ko si Ali nasasama or yung parang Ali pala yung tubi-tubi hindi tubi-tubi. Alitap-tap. Tama. Ayan, sinunod mo na eh. I don't know, naglalambing kasi yun sinabi niya sa... Yeah, that's true. Yeah, naglalambing si Ali. Tuwing malungkot si Ayun yung tama yung napansin mo. Every time na malungkot si Clay, nagpapakita si Ali. May mga theory na si daw yun, si Professor Torres, pero dati, I can see why people would think na si Professor yun. Pero habang tumatagal, I mean, why would even the professor care about Clay, diba? I know na malungkot si Clay dahil sa mga pinagagawa ng professor, pero parang wala siya sa wala pa silang dalawa sa punto na talagang may pakialam si professor sa kanya. May explain parang let's say may kaibigan ka, 'di ba? May kaibigan ka and namatayan siya ng family. Ikaw yung acquaintance na, i-chat mo lang, condolence. And then there's this other person na kapag namatay ng family, ikaw comfort mo talaga, bibigyan mo ng food, bibisitahin mo, kakausapin mo, right? So from my perspective, since si Clay, pati si Professor ay parang more on acquaintances lang sila, para malabo na si Ali Tap-Tap, si Ali ay yung professor na yon para i-comfort siya. Right? So, I still believe na si Ali ay yung nanay niya kasi ginto si Ali and remember yung gintong earrings ni Clay na nanggaling sa nanay niya. Di ba? Okay, sunod naman ni Alan Martinez. Sakto din tong MCI. Nalalapit na fiesta ng San Diego sa kwento. Patron ng bayan namin si San Diego at fiesta. Sa amin ngayon. Yeah, that's what we also noticed, diba? In the previous episodes when Aling Sisa was starting to show some signs of mental illness. It happened on November 1. Ayon sa libro. November 1 din yung airing ng episode na yun. So, sinadya talaga nila yun. And then, nangyari yung yung lunar eclipse, yung red moon in real life, nangyari din sa show. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised kung sa November, well, actually, November 30 na ngayon, Diyan sa inyo, November 14 na. So, nangyari na yung, yung fiesta pala. Okay, nangyari ba yung fiesta on the last episode? Parang hindi naman yata, Yeah, parang wala. Maybe on Monday, baka mangyaring fiesta na yun. But yeah, they don't need to be like exactly on the same dates, pero it's pretty close, di ba? Okay, sunod naman ni Nelly Padua. Wow, early bird. Feel ko lang ni si Professor Torres si Ali, mag-stay si Clay at narinig niyang may kaguluhan sa labas ng simbahan. For sure, hindi niya ipagdadalang bahala yun knowing her character. Yeah, yeah, pero just like I explained earlier from the other comment na parang malabo na si Professor Torres ay si Ali mismo. Parang sobrang labo lang. At least for me, right? It doesn't neglect the fact that um, both of our idea about Ali is still theories, diba? You might be right, I might be wrong, I might be right, you might be wrong. Ang tabang na milk chocolate na to. My God. Okay, sunod naman yung Blue Archer. Hindi babalik si Clay kasi may spoiler yung teaser last week na magkaharap sila ni Maria Clara. Okay, sa last week pala yun. Sandali lang ang pinakita. Light lang siguro ang scenes this week, but I guess it will be darker. Yeah, you know what? You're right about that, Blue Archer. There are some scenes here, some episodes na it was pretty light. I think it's the Wednesday episode na light siya. And yeah, I completely, maybe na-miss ko yung teaser na nagkita sina Maria Clara at Clay. Pero it did happen. It did happen on the last episode na pinanood natin, which is episode 30. So, thank you for writing that in blue. Ayun na what, every time na ako, try kong mag-comment. Okay. Hello. I replied to your comment on the Maria Clara at Ibarra After Show. It's still being recorded right now, but expect it to be uploaded within this day. Thank you for writing that. And okay, yeah, reply natin yan. Good. Yep, tama din. Reply ko din. Okay. Okay naman. Sinunod naman ni Fed says. Okay, Fed says, feeling ko po ay may mga bagay na mangyayari para i-test yung decision ni Clay. Yeah, I think it's going to be a constant thing. It's one way to make the character interesting, and it's also one way to make the character grow as a wiser character. Kung walang mga test na mangyayari para kay Clay, it's going to be a boring show. Believe me. That's the fun part of watching shows like this, is to see our beloved characters go through these challenges and how they are going to achieve it. And yeah, you are right about that, Feds. Okay, so ni Alwin Tawakim. I suggest if you wish to gain more views and reaction comments, try to provide a clearer, bigger screen of the show to attract those who haven't gotten the chance to watch it on TV. This is what other reactions videos do. Yeah, napansin ko rin sa other reactors. Just like I said, maliit lang screen ko kasi I'm trying to avoid copyright. But I was able to read your comment. And actually, after reading this, mapapansin mo on the 4 other episodes that after this episode, pinalaki ko nga yung screen ko. And that's my way of, listening to you guys. I'm always trying to experiment to see what works and what doesn't. So far, everything's working. So far, I'm not getting any copyright warning and stuff. And so thank you for writing that in, Alvin. Pero I'm pretty sure there's like an audience na wala. Okay. So, nag-reply sa kanya, pwede din kasi yung ibang gusto nilang sabay manood ng reactors. Ako naman, 2 times. Yeah, there are some people na parang, dalawang beses na pinapanood yung mga show. One is that they're watching the show itself. And then the other one is watching the, um, tawag dito. And the other one is they are going to rewatch the show now with the reactor, 'di ba? And ako yung tao na nanonood ng 2 times. But yeah, just like I said, I do know that there are people who are willing to watch the show with the reactor for the first time at the same time. Para lalong maging authentic yung feeling na yun. And yeah. But yeah, thank you for writing that in, Alvin. I took your feedback and I executed it. And so far, everything is working well. So thank you so much for that. Ashley Patty wrote in, ayaw siguro papasukin si Sisa sa portal. Papasukin si Sisa sa portal kung saan pinapatuto nila Crispin Basilio ang kampana para maging guide ni Clay. Ayaw siguro papasukin si Sisa sa portal. Nino, ayaw papasukin si Sisa Nino kung saan pinapatugtog nila Crispin at Basilio ang kampana para maging guide ni Clay. Siguro I mean, yeah, I think that's a good theory. I think around this time theory pa lang to. Ito yata yung episode na hindi pa nakakapasok si Clay sa mismong portal, di ba? Kung tama man ako. Pero nga, let me just double check this. Saan ba yung portal dito? Yeah, episode 27 yung portal and we are on 26. Yeah, I think that was a nice theory pero clearly that thing never happened. Wala doon si Crispin, wala doon si Basilio and yeah. So thank you for writing that in, Ashley. Isunod naman ni Jerry Ramos. Obviously, di uuwi si Clay base from teasers, past days at photos online. Pero, gusto ko sana umuwi si Clay kahit 1 week lang na airing para din na na-miss natin yung mga characters sa Noli, same as Sir, tapos babalik siya. Okay, yeah, I think that's an interesting way to handle things. You know what, hindi ako magugulat if ever they're going to do something like that in future episodes. Pero, yeah, I think may na-realize ako dito, okay, na isang maliit na criticism. I think what's wrong about the show is that on the first episode, we were introduced to not only Clay, but also to the people surrounding Clay within her life, within her era, di ba? We were able to get to know her family, her friends, di ba? And the fact that we are already in 30 episodes, we were only able to go back to the future only once. Diba? Yung hinahanap pa rin ni Narcisa yung kanyang anak. I'm not telling, clearly the writers know what they are doing, diba? But that is just a nitpick na I think will further enhance our feelings and emotions towards the Narcisa character. Right? It's one thing to feel about Clay. It's one thing to resonate with Clay na ayun nga malungkot si Clay, na miss na yung family. Yeah, we get that. Pero again, it will be great to see what's really happening sa totoong mundo ni Clay, 'di ba? Kasi parang kinakalimutan na nila yung that part of the story, and that part of the story is a huge thing para kay Clay. And yeah, I think you're right about that, Jerry Ramos. I completely agree with you. And yeah, thank you for writing that in, Jerry. Okay. Isunod naman ni MCI Watcher. Salamat sa pag-upload palagi ng MCI Wish. Thank you so much for that. MCI Watcher, clearly. Base sa pangalan mo, that's your thing. But yeah, thank you so much for writing that in. I really appreciate whenever people just leave a comment and just say good stuff and happy stuff about what I'm trying to do. Thank you so much. Okay, so notably Fam Pahe. halong-halong emotion, kilig, kaba, lungkot, etc. Ganda talaga ng palabas na to. Yes, I completely agree with that, fam. And yeah, that's what makes this show great because it's everything that you need from a modern teleserie is right here. Plus, it being a very good show with very good characters, and the fact that this show itself has historical significance pagdating sa ating mga Pilipino, 'di ba? So that are all of the comments sa episode 26, most of them. And now let's go to episode 27 and read the comments right here. Isunod ni Meli sa Puay. Sabi, yung eclipse daw ay sumisimbolo ng pagbabago. Okay? Ang kulay ng portal ay pak na pink. Nasayang ang portal, sayang, cheret. Okay. I'm not sure about kung totoo man yun, kung ang eclipse ay pagsisimula ng pagbabago. Kung sinabi man yun sa show, okay. Okay, that's good to know. Kung ganun man yun sa real life, okay, that's good to know. Pero, kung titingnan mo, yeah, simula din ng pagbabago to, it means that, even though Clay has to stay, it feels like she has a new goal, which is to, take care of Sisa, but that thing didn't work pretty well. But I think it's going to be at the back of Clyde's head na she needs to take care of Sisa. It also means for new opportunities to tell a story. Ngayon nga, sa episode 29, yung papel na merong bagong kabanata. So, people has been theorizing whether it's like may babaguhin sila sa mga kabanata, sa mga story mismo, now that Clay will be fully involved within the story. Inassure din yun ni Professor Torres. And I think that's the result of I think that's the result of the eclipse itself. Diba? So I think you're right about that, Mandy, and thank you for writing that in. Isunod naman ni Art, sining Art. May connection talaga po ang dalawang Maria Clara. Yep, that is true. Makaibang mga tao at babae. Makaibang mga panahon. Siglo at henerasyon. Makaiba ang pamilya at makaiba ang mga gawi. Yes, makaiba. Pero magkapareho ang mga pangalan. Yan nga eh. Tokaya. Yun nga yun eh. May tokayo daw yung sabi sa show. Tapos di ko alam kung ano yung tokayo and you guys educated me about that. It means nakapangalan mo. Yung pala yun. That is really interesting. Magkatokaya po pala yung parehong babae at kapwa babae. Ay parang tinandahan rin sila dito sa Mikay na mayroon talaga ang mga iilang kareho pagkawig ng buhay karanasan sa pangyayari. Yeah, that's true. I completely agree with you. We've been already saying in the past na, it's not coincidence na Maria Clara ang pangalan ni Clay at Maria Clara ang pangalan ni Maria Clara. Pero in-explain din ng nanay niya, siguro yung nanay niya isang no-limit na fanatic or yung lola niya or ganun. And explain kung saan nanggaling yung pangalan ni Clay na yun. And yung lola yata kasi pangalan niya na Rasisa. Pero yeah, there's just a lot of connections between Clay and Maria Clara. Not only na magkatakaya sila, pero, there are some similarities, gaya nga sa Eclipse, yung Campanera, yung Campanero, yung Bell Tower. First time natin nakita si Maria Clara sa Bell Tower din, and she was very depressed. Parang balak niya magpakamatay, and then, Clay almost committed suicide sa Bell Tower mismo. So there are some connections about it. Both of them also like Ibarra, right? And yeah, I'm just really curious to know like how they are going to connect more of that. The writers doesn't have to, pero just seeing the connection. Kasi what's great about this show is that we love seeing the chemistry between Clay at Ibarra, diba? While Clay and Maria Clara doesn't share a lot of screen time together, while there's not a lot of like nangyaring chemistry so far. I think we are going to get more of that in the next episode. Pero what's interesting about the two is the connection na meron sa kanilang dalawa. And by connection, what I mean is that hindi yung connection ng ideologies nila or paniniwala or ugali nila or pangalan nila, pero more like the connection na hirap explain ito Um, um, ano ba yun? Pero yung connection na, God, ang hirap. Talaga nawala na ako. Oh my God. Inubo ko. Oh my God. Inubo ako sa kakaisip. Ano nangyari sa akin? 149. Pero yung connection ni Maria Clara at ni Clay, story-wise. At paano natin makikita yung mga connection na yun? Oh my God. Arte si Art. Pinaano mo ako dito. Inubo ako sa comment mo. But yeah, that's thank you for writing that in. But the basic gist of it, there's a connection between the two, and also there are some slight differences between the two. Okay, isunod naman ni Henry Ganeston Vlogs. Wisit, wala na naiwan na siya. Naiwan na siya ni Ali Tap Tap. yeah, naiwan na siya ni Ali Tap Tap. It is what it is, diba? Isunod naman ni Emilia Milagros Cuevas. Pwedeng si Clay at MCI iisa. Ayun na what, kanina pero kasama na natin yung dalawa na yun. Pero, hindi. Perhaps. We do know na may connection sila. Like, connection in a way na, hindi naman connection na parang they are related na family or something like that. Oh, you know what? May theory ako. Ayaw nga pala, fictional nga. Sasabihin ko dapat na, what if ancestor ni Clay si Maria Clara, diba? Turns out yung nga pala, fictional nga pala itong libro na to. Pero, malabo. So far sa nakikita ko, I think the furthest that we can see between both of their connection is that how we are going to see the connection affect the story itself, diba? So thank you for writing that in, Emilia. So nag-burp ako. Okay. Nagdarasal, nag-aalala, nalulungkot at naluluwa po si Maria Clara para kay Juan Crisostomo Ibarra sa kanilang dalawa. Yeah, that is true. Nasyo na mayroon silang dalawa. Lahat ay dahil sa kaniyang puso. Kanyang puso patuloy pa rin, napilit pa rin naman pong nabubuhay, naghahanap si Sisa sa kaniyang mga anak. Sa loob ng isang gabi, at sa kinabukasan sa susunod na araw, sabi ng mga isang linya letra, sa tambikay, tibok ng puso ay siyang magdala sa akin. Okay, so sa lyrics, so tibok ng puso ay siyang magdala sa akin. Pansinin at napapansin ko pa rin, puso talagang tema ng konsepto at leksyon ng aral tungkol sa kanalaman at kaugnayan ng mapapatakbo buong kwento serye at literal nagpapatakbo. Yeah, I think you're right about that. Puso yung mismong nagpapaano sa yung parang nagko-connect sa lahat. Pero from me, I think the fact na yung puso mismo, nakikita ko yung puso bilang ay humanity ng tao, diba? It's the same thing with every other shows na there are some humanity within the show itself. That's why it makes the show relatable, or it makes the characters resonate with you. And you're not wrong about that, Arte. You do have like a concise meaning behind it. Pero yeah, wala na ibang masabi. Wala na ibang masabi. Thank you for writing that in. Pero yeah, puso and stuff. So, I wanted to say more about your reply, but at the same time, I'm having a hard time like to to understand like what's the kung ano yung pinakaano ng puso na yun. Kasi you're right eh. Um, yung kanina comment mo na naubo ako dahil ang lalim. And then this thing is malalim din. Malalalim yung mga comment mo by the way. And yeah, it is what it is. Kung puso, puso, 'di ba? Pero yeah, hopefully yung mga susunod na comment mo ay maintindihan ko ng ano, ng mabuti. Pero right now talagang naubo ako dito sa so unang comment mo parang biglang umubo ako, umalog yung utak ko. Pero yeah, thank you for writing that in, Arte. Okay, sunod naman ni Jam Evans. Ang galing no, kasi totoong sinasabay nila sa November 1 yung nangyari kay Sisa, which is November 1 din sa libro. Tapos totoo. Yeah, just like sabi ko earlier, um, tinatry na lang isakto yung mga pangyayari sa story with is whatever happening in real life. Even the dates. That was a nice detail na talagang na-appreciate ko. Kasi that, shows like this, it takes a lot of years and a lot of time of planning. And the fact that they were able to achieve this means na everything that is happening behind the scenes was working pretty well. There's not a lot of issues. Everything was going on schedule. And yeah, that is really good to know. Isunod naman ni Connie Manalang. Thank you, Jasper. Thank you so much, Nelly Padua. Sorry, Connie Manalang, for writing that in. I really appreciate it when, you guys just leave thank yous and stuff like that. Thank you so much for that. Isunod mo ni Nelly Padua, laging nag-aabang sa reactions feed mo. Thank you so much thank you so much para sa nabubula na. Thank you so much, Nelly, for writing that in. And yeah, I'm really just happy. I am very privileged to have this small audience na talaga may nanonood ng videos ko, right? I've been doing YouTube since 2009. And kung bibisitahin nyo yung mga YouTube videos ko, there's a lot of variety to it. I started doing like YouTube tutorials about sa computer and internet. I also tried doing a lot of GTA San Andreas meets and legends and stuff. All of those were made using Windows Movie Maker on my very slow computer and also my very slow laptop. And doing videos and uploading videos is just a hobby. I just find it really fun. I don't care if there's a lot of people who are watching it. It will be great if there's a lot. Everybody likes that, diba? Everybody likes it when nagtitrending yung videos nila, when there's a lot of people liking your posts and stuff. It feels good. It feels good. That's just the human side of me. I'm going out. But I wasn't expecting that there is like people who told me, hey, ever since I uploaded my reaction, akala ko nga ang mangyayari lang ay magagawa ng reaction trailer sa Clara, Ibarra, and that's it. That's it. I wasn't planning, hindi ko na-expect na in this year, I will be doing these reaction videos. Papanoodin ko yung buong episodes, araw-araw. And I will be reading the comments that you guys leave. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much again, Nelly, for writing that in. And I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you. I only hope that if only I have a lot more time doing more of this stuff so that I can, make my videos higher quality than it is right now. I have a lot of plans for this YouTube channel. I have a lot of plans. I wanted this YouTube channel to be better because I see this YouTube thing as my way to learn, not only to discover new things about editing videos in general, but I'm a film student. Eventually, my future career is going to involve cameras. It's going to involve um, reading feedbacks, analyzing stories, talking about narratives. And basically, right now, this is what I'm doing. So, yeah, this is a good way to study school para sa akin. And yeah, at the same time, this is really fun. So again, Nelly, thank you so much for that. For giving me the realization about stuff like this. Okay, isulat naman ni XCX. Kailan ba huling pinakita yung pangyayari sa real world? Baka naman mabaliw din nanay ni Clay kakahanap sa kanya. Nasisa pa din naman pangalan niya. Episode 2 pa lang, sobrang nag-aalala na yun. Wala pang isang araw na mawala si Clay. Yeah, you see, ito yung problema about sa show na to. On episode 1, establish sa mga audience na, hey, we need to be aware that this mother right here, this Clay's mother, is going to be a big deal to Clay herself. Yun na nagpo-push forward kay Clay para sa kanya nanay, diba? And now the fact that we were only able to see one time kung anong current state niya after 30 episodes of this show, then it feels like the writers already forgotten about her, or they're trying they're trying to tell people na no, forget about the future stuff, let's focus on No Limit Tangere, diba? And like yung comment ni XCX, ito yung mga problemang lumalabas, diba? Nalilimutan na nila kung kailan huling pero still, people are pretty much, they still care about the Narcisa character, which is a testament to how good the writing was, because we were only able to see Narcisa's character for just a couple of minutes, but we already love her. And yung aura na yun ay lumalabas through Clay's action, through Clay's motivation and goal. And habang tumatagal, lalo tayo napapamahal sa Narcisa character. But yeah, I hope hopefully we'll be able to go back to Sinasabi ko future pero more like present time. Kasi sa present time, there are still like some stories to tell. I know it's not necessary. You know what? No, it's necessary kasi it's a big thing para kay Clay, right? Most of her life ay nanggaling sa mundong iyon. Nakilala lang niya itong mga No Limit Tangere characters just a few days later, diba? So yeah, thank you for writing that in, XCX. And yeah, last time na nakita natin si Narcisa ay yung parang hinahanap pa rin yung anak niya. I think it was maybe episode 10. That was way back. Pati yung mga kapitbahay niya, kinacomfort na siya. And even Clyde's brother is trying to look for her. Okay, so naman ni Bernie. Nailigtas ni Ibarra ang present Maria Clara sa Torre sa kaniyang balak na pagtalon. Pero ang Maria Clara sa panong iyon mukhang hindi niya mailigtas. Yeah, you're right about that. I do know na sa libro na napunta sa ganong state si Maria Clara. Like, her mental state was there. Okay? Pero, without spoiling anything, Ibarra is like really busy handling his personal stuff. Yun lang yung masasabi ko. Kaya, wala si Ibarra on that Torre when Maria Clara, the real one, needs her. Or needs him pala. So, thank you for adding that in, Bernie. Emilia Milagros Cuevas wrote in, Barbie and Dennis, dito sila ang main character talaga, kaya marami silang eksena. Yeah, I think it's agreeable. I mean, the title title mismo ng show ay Maria Clara at Ibarra. And it can mean na it's the real Maria Clara at Ibarra or it's Clay at Ibarra, diba? Pero, there's a lot of meaning behind the title itself. And yeah, I agree with that, Emilia. But, there will be some shows and there will be some episodes that is going to focus on other characters, and that's fine. But, let's not forget about that this is Clay and Ibarra's show. Okay, isulat naman ni Enzo Lorenzo 08. True, yung connection ng first episode at ngayong gabi kung saan parehas na nasa kampanaryo, sina Clay at Maria Clara. Sa unang episode, sa epilogue ni MC, nasambit niya ang kanyang pagsusumamo na kunin na niya ang kanyang ina at dalhin kung saan man naroon ang huli. Samantala sa eksena naman ni Klein, nasabi niya na habang nakaharap sa bukana ng pulutan na makikita na niya ang kanyang mama at kapatid niyang si Elias. Pareho sila nakakulong sa kaniyang mundo. Pareho minsan ang pagpapaalam. Pareho rin nilang gustong tapusin ang kanilang buhay. Unconsciously nga lang yung kay Clyde dahil inakala niyang bukas pa ang portal. O nga, no? Pinag-isipan talaga mabuti kung paano magtag ang kwento. Kudos, mga writers. Yeah, that's a very good analysis, Enzo. And I completely agree with you 100%. No. If we are going to take our time behind our time to analyze the epilogue and then what happened in this episode, sa portal episode na to, we will be able to see a lot more of those connections gaya nga na sinasabi din ni Sining Art kanina. And I feel like it's something na, students might analyze, future students might analyze, and yung sino man ng mga teacher na nanonood nito, it will be really fun to do some kind of homework relating to those two scenes na yun. And yeah, you're right about that, Enzo. Thank you for writing that in. So naman ni Fed say, sinubog po talaga ng pangyayari yung desisyon at kagustuhan ni Clay na makauwi. Nakakabilib po talaga ang pagiging selfless ni Clay. Oh my God, I agree with that, Feds. What's great about the Clay character is that, I kept on saying in the past episodes na I will do stuff that Clay will do. And I mean, I wouldn't do stuff that Clay would do in a specific scenario. Kung ako ay nasa kampanero at nakita ko yung portal na yun, uuwi na talaga ako. Like, goodbye, you guys. I love you guys. Mahal kita, Ibarra. Mahal kita, Sisa, pero goodbye. And that's because, from my mind, again, fictional characters lang sila. Oo, napamahal ako, pero fictional characters lang sila. I think differently. That doesn't mean na I'm a better character than Clay, Pero Clay is very paano ba to? Whenever she knows that someone needs help, ang nagdi-decide para sa kanya ay yung puso niya. Diba? Okay, nakita ko na yung connection na yun kay sa sinabi ni Artist Healing Art about sa puso. Pero just like Artist Healing Art, yung puso mismo ang tumatakbo sa buong No Limitang Red El Filibusterismo. And yeah, I believe that because lahat ng mga to nangyayari, nasa episode 30 na tayo, Clay still has a lot of challenges to handle. It's all because of her heart. Yung puso ni Clay ang nagpapatakbo sa show at hindi yung kanyang utak. Kung gusto niya makauwi, kailangan niya gamitin ang kanyang utak and makakauwi siya. Pero Clay is selfless. Isa din siya nurse. And that adds a lot to her humanity and why she has the urge to help people. Diba? At the same time, nakita niya yung kabaitan as something na should never get punished. Kaya when Ibarra needs help, that is kabaitan getting punished. Diba? And then at the same time, si Sisa, nakikita niya yung nanay niya kay Sisa. And then she also needs to help them. Even though na ilang beses na siya winner ng professor na, yeah, you know, the ink is dry. You know, hindi sila totoo. Huwag kang magpapekto sa kanila. Pero yeah, Cly is selfless. Kasi may puso siya. And I think na she is someone that is very fun to be with as a friend. Okay, isunod naman ni Julius Christopher. Sometimes the wrong choices brings us to the right places. Okay, okay. Reflection for tonight's episode. Life is all about choices and chances and the guts to make a decision in between. Gaano kalaki ang chance na mabago natin ang course of life? Gaano kalaki ang impact ng choice natin? We don't know. Sometimes it will take us to the highest heaven or the deepest part of hell. Whenever your choice will be, make sure you have the guts na panindigan yun. As for Cly, she has all the chances of going but she chose to save Sisa at Ibarra. Her choice and her chance. Barbie proves her wide range of acting prowess time again. Loving her na so much. Yung conversation nila Sisa at Cly, grabe yun. Ito ang isa sa mga series na well-casted. Andrea and Barbie chemistry is undeniable. The series has entirely changed the Sisa we all know. Kudos. Campanerio analysis. Total surrender and faith. Okay? Sometimes talaga kahit gaano kalaki ang faith natin sa isang bagay, darating din talaga mga point na parang naubos ang faith natin. The best way to do it is surrender it all to God. You are completely right about that, Julius. That's a very nice reflection that you have. And yeah, kailangan panindigan ni Clay yung kanyang choices. But I know she can handle it. One writer wrote in, Clay will keep on getting challenges. And this is probably the hardest challenge that she has to face. She has to choose between saving the lives of two people that she loves and going back to her family so that she can meet up with them and tell them stories about what happened. Pero, you know, you talk about chances and then thinking from Cly's perspective, that moment right there might probably be Cly's only chance of saving the two. 'Di ba? And she's still completely aware na makakauwi siya sa present time eventually pero kailangan niyang tapusin yung libro. So, man, there was a lot of decision making para sa episode na to, and in all of the characters so far, Cly has to make the hardest choices. The hardest choice. And yeah, sadly, kailangan niyang panindigan yun. Kailangan niyang panindigan yung mga mangyayari pa sa story na to. There are more challenges coming on her way. There are more days and nights na talaga magiging malungkot siya. And that's just thinking about it, I really feel bad about Cly herself. Not only she has to struggle to help Sisa, but at the same time, Sisa doesn't want any kind of helping. Not only Cly has to help Ibarra and help the characters here, she also has to help herself. Kailangan din niyang i-nurse ang sarili niya. And now, just like I said in the previous episodes, na she is going to need Ibarra for that kind of nursing na kakailangan ni Clay. And yeah, um, when talking about God, I know God will not forget about her. God keeps on giving her signs and stuff from that bagong kabanata thing and the Maria Clara thing sin sa simbahan. We will see. We will see if um, God will give her the help that she needs para matapos yung buong story na to. Hopefully, I won't be able to make this kind of choices. I mean, imposible naman magkaroon ng portal, diba? Pero I hope you guys get what I'm saying. Pero, yeah. May sasabihin pa dapat ako eh. Pero just imagine ang huling nakita ni Clay sa No Limit Angere ay yung dalawa na si Ibarra at si Sai muntik ng patayin. O nakatutog yung mga baril ng mga sundalo sa kanila. And then bigla siyang pumasok sa portal. And then that means she is going to regret that thing for her entire life. Diba? Well, unless babasahin yung libro kung nangyari sa libro. Diba? Pero, yeah. You'll miss 100% of the chance that you didn't take. Diba? So, she decided to help the two since she got the chance to help them. And that's what she did because she is selfless at meron siyang puso. Okay, isunod naman ni Maria Lourdes. Masyado kasing matulungin at mawin. Si Clay, mas inuuna muna niyang tulungan sila Ibarra kesa unahin ang sarili niyang kagustuhan at makabalik sa totoo. Yeah, you're right about that. I think that's what everybody else is saying. But that's really good. It means that we are following a character that we really love. We are following a character that we can relate to, a character with flaws, a character that is keep on learning new things about her, where she has to do some kind of reflections about her, how she is going to strategize her life within the Dolomitangere universe. And yeah, there are more challenges that is coming for her. Okay, episode 28. Let's read the comments. Konti lang yung views dito kasi late ko na i-upload to, but at the same time, it's a very slow episode. I think, even though it's really good, I think this is the weakest episode of the week. But yeah, isunod naman ni Arte, Seeing Art. Okay. Padre Salvi's POV as a slight contemporary tagli speaker. Ha, ganun ka pala. Si Crisostomo mo ang hinihintay. At bisita mo Maria Clara. Gusto mong makusap sa buong araw na to kaysa sa akin na. That's true. Nalaman at nakilala mo pa rin pala. Parang okay lang sa'yo at nalaman, nakilala at sinabi mong pinsan daw at pinsan na ni Crisostomo. Na babae minsan nakikita na nato. Yeah. Alam mo, verse kung gano'n ba magiting ko na ba na-fiesta na dito. Miss na talaga kita na sobra-sobra. Libro. Yeah, you know what? Ayun nga eh. Kaya ang weird ngayon, pumunta si Salvi sa bahay nila para kumusta yung labot sa libro, di ba? Like, no, deeply, talagang gusto mo makausap si Maria Clara. And, through that book, yun lang yung way para makapag-usap sila, para meron silang share of interest, diba? Kasi what I love about shows and movies is that it is one of the, interests are universal languages, diba? You can meet up a stranger, diba? You can meet up a stranger, a person that you don't know exists, until that moment na nagkita kayo. Makita mo lang yung t-shirt na meron siyang Spider-Man t-shirt and then you already know na, hey, maybe he's a Spider-Man fan. Pwede ka na magsalita, hey, I like your t-shirt. Thanks. Saan mo nabili yan? Dito, ganyan. So, Spider-Man fan ka pala. Oh, Spider-Man fan ako. Pinapol ko tong Spider-Man movie since kay Tobey Maguire. Ganun. Ako din. Childhood, kayo, di ba? And, during this time, books are the universal language. And then, umaasa si Padre Salvi na through that book, makapag-isip siya ng topic para makausap si Maria Clara at hindi lang all about religious stuff and stuff like that. And yeah, you're right about that, Arte. Pero, man, just like I said, si Salvi ay parang isang little finger ng Game of Thrones. Kung saan he keeps on scheming, he is still trying to look and find ways how to separate Ibarra and Maria Clara. Diba? Because he wanted Ibarra to suffer. And he was able to do that. Kasi nga, kailangan munti ka na maghiwalay yung dalawa, diba? So, Salvi's plan kind of worked. Okay, so that was the MCI Watcher. Glad you're back. Thank you so much, MCI Watcher, for leaving that comment in. But yeah, again, there was a delay uploading this video. And I just really appreciate stuff like this. Say, I like seeing your comments and then dahan-dahan ko na rin nakikilala yung mga nagko-comment lagi sa mga videos ko. Guys, si Arte, Sining Art, lagi siya nagko-comment. MCI Watcher, I think this is your second comment, diba? Fed say yan, araw-araw nagko-comment yata siya. And even Maria Lourdes. So, okay. May internet ba tayo? Tinanong ko may internet tayo. Google. Yeah, may internet tayo. Mabagal lang yan. Okay. Fed say. So happy na nakapag-react na po kami. Yeah, thank you so much for writing that in, Fed say. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I was able to find some time to react to this video and I did it. Diba kaysa sa patagaling ko pa. Kasi what's hard about doing reaction videos ay everyday may bagong episode, diba? So you need to catch up. Kasi once you try to do a reaction video on episode 28, yung interest ng mga tao ay sa mga reaction videos ng episode 30. Kasi wala na yung interest nila on the previous episode. Yung mas interesado na sila sa episode na nakita nila na latest. So, you always need to keep up. Okay, thank you for writing that in, Fez. Maria Lourdes wrote in. Thanks for another reaction video. Ang theory ko naman. Thank you so much for writing that, Maria Lourdes. I really appreciate it. Ang theory ko naman, sa mga natatap ay guardian sila ng libro ng Noli as well sa mga tao na punta sa nobela. Okay. Bagong theory. Guardian daw. That is not a stretch. I can see why sila yung guardian. I understand it. Hey, what are the chances that what if those at the top are guardian angels na sined ni Lord, ni God, para bantayan si Clyde? Who knows, diba? Pero if they are indeed guardians, then I wouldn't be surprised. But that is an interesting theory, diba? Kasi, we don't even know if that can happen para sa mga bagong tao who are living within the No Limit Tangere book. Hindi natin alam kung pwedeng mamatay si Clay, 'di ba? Pero if Guardian Angels man yon, maalala kita, Maria Lourdes. That is a really interesting take. We are just really looking so hard, analyzing so hard what the Alitap-Taps are. For it turns out they are just simply guardians, diba? And yeah, Alitap-Tap are also very magical. Para sila mga gintong ilaw na, nakikita mo sa mga fantasy stuff like that. And then yeah, I can see why na sila yung mga guardians mismo. Okay, Episode 29. Okay, time to read the comments. Isunod ni Theodore Ginocchi. Intriguing yung bagong kabanata. Ano kaya yun? Yeah. I mean, I think yung si Kapuso Daily Updates, nag-leave siya ng theory about doon. Pero so far, ang idea ko pa rin sa bagong kabanata ay basically, ayun nga, parang sabi ni Kapuso, may konting changes sa kabanata kasi mas malaking character na si Clay within the Nolimi Tangere universe, di ba? Hindi na siya itong minor character sa perspective nila, pero she might do some stuff na that can become very influential sa mga pangyayari sa narrative na to, di ba? Okay. Jay Better wrote in Happy Faces. Thank you so much for writing that in, Jay Better. I think masaya ka. Isulat naman ni Ravencroft. Nung dati, may portal, hindi nakauwi dahil kay Ibarra. Ngayon, broken-hearted siya. Gusto niya makauwi. Ano ba yan? Mas free kasi ito niya tuloy. Anyways, magandang episode next week matutunan. Ganun ba yun? I think yun ang surface level, di ba? Ito ba yung naggarana, broken hearted? Anong part kaya ano kaya itong episode na to? May season, broken hearted. What do you mean by broken hearted? Dahil nag-away hindi pa naman yata nag-aaway sina Ibarra pati si dito, di ba? Pero anyways, kung broken hearted siya. Para nakita ko na yung pagka-broken heartedness niya yung yung part na hinaranahan ni Ibarra si Clara on episode 30. Pero it was also her idea, di ba? Pero yeah, anyways, thank you for writing that in Ravencroft. Beth Dison wrote in, Good morning, kabayan. Welcome back to sa update mo. Sana tuloy-tuloy until the end. Stay safe, God bless. Thank you so much for writing that in, Beth Dison. Awesome comments. This is like one of the best comments na nababasa ko whenever you guys leave comments like this. It really makes my heart full. And yeah, hopefully you also stay safe. And yeah, I'm going to watch the entire series until the end. Especially kapag napunta na tayo sa El Filibusterismo. Ooh, that will be really fun and depressing. And yeah, thank you so much for that, Beth Dizon, and God bless to you too. Isunod naman ni Mars 80. Isa sa mga lagi nagko-comment din. Pa-intense sa mga nangyayari. Yeah, I completely agree with you. And that's dapat lang, di ba? Kasi when it comes to storytelling, the stakes needs to get higher and higher. Kasi it's very intriguing, di ba? It can either be what's happening with the world, or it can either be a conflict that a character has to endure within themselves. And yeah, just like I said, it can only get worse from here. So naman ni Beth Dison, true, she's a good actress, Barbie, #Cly. Yeah, she's amazing. She's amazing. This was my first exposure to Barbie Forteza. I've seen some of her drama sa Facebook. Hindi yung show mismo, pero yung mga drama na like clips and pictures. She starred in, naalala ko yung Nita Negrita. Look, as hindi ko pa napapanood yung show na yun. Wala akong balak panoorin yun. Pero as a Filipino-American who studied racial discrimination and all of those stuff na nangyari dito sa Amerika, I can see why people can be offended with Nita Negrita. Right? It reminds a lot of the blackface thing that was happening in Hollywood in the past. Kung saan white people has to wear a blackface and pretend that they are black people instead of just hiring the black people themselves. And whenever black people are hired for a show, for a movie, they are like, ano sila, makatulong. Makatulong sila. They are always at the lowest of the lowest class. But hey, it isn't Barbie's fault. It's more like, and it isn't the writer's fault. It's more like, we as Filipinos, itong Western issue na to ay hindi gaano ka na-reflected sa mga Pilipino, di ba? I mean, I didn't know racism exists until napunta ako sa Amerika and I was 18 years old nung punta ako dito. But people are more connected. We have the internet. And, hopefully, the Nita Negrita thing, stuff won't happen in the future. Diba? Kasi you might not get affected by it. Pero, it's a stereotype. It's a trope. It's a trope na whenever we see anyone with darker skin, anyone with darker brown skin, pinapagtawanan natin sila. We need to stop that. Diba? Ako, maputi ako. I always get praises from people na, yung puti-puti mo mukhang artista, ganun. But behind all of that, it means na since maputi ka, angat ka sa buhay. Paano naman yung mga darker skin people na pinanganak na they have darker skin? Maitim sila, mga ganun. Ano lang sila? Pinanganak sila sa mundong ito para pagtawanan lang. Nobody deserves that. But yeah, anyways, again, Barbie Forteza, an amazing actress. Very underrated, I think. Very underrated. She has always been the laughing stock at FB, at Facebook. And, GMA Network keeps on milking her when it comes to her love life, her stuff, the stuff that she's been doing. It's a personal life niya. But Barbie Forteza is amazing. I wanted to see her in more indie films that is not produced by GMA. I wanted to see she is capable of doing a lot of emotions. And kitang-kita yon sa episode na to kung saan nakikita mo yung mukha niya talaga. Like, kapag she is crying, ramdam mo talaga na she is crying and whatever that character was thinking during that time. Barbie is amazing. Isa naman ni Nelly Padua, sana mapanood mo na ang episode 30. Baka mapagkamalan din may diferensya si Clay base sa pagkita sa episode 31. Baka magkasama na sila ni Sisa. Well, it turns out, ang kasama ni Clay probably on the next set of episodes ay si Maria Clara. Diferensya. Yeah, and also since Clay is going to be a larger character from now on, yeah, people will just see her. There will be new people that will meet her. And yeah, may makikita ka nilang may diferensya si Clay kasi niya, hindi siya galing sa mundong ito. She's unique, diba? But people around that time will tell her that she's different because she is. Iba nga siya, she is different. I mean, kahit man dito sa mundo na to, kung mayroong tao nagpakita sa atin at sinabi na nagaling ako sa future, nag-time machine ako, alam ko mangyayari sa mundo. Eh, sabihin ko din, may diferensya tong tao na to. Oy, paano natin approach to? Hey, dali siya sa hospital. Kasi, kung tutuusin, the doctors will know more about how they are thinking and why they are thinking like that. Diba? And, yeah. Yun ang masasabi ko. Okay, sunod naman ni Corinay Bing. Siguro dahil sumasalamin ang dalawang MC, si Maria Clara sumasalamin sa lumang panahon at si Klein naman sumasalamin sa bagong panahon. Yeah, I think it's clear. I think it's clear about that. I mean, even their ideologies, diba? it was very clear from the start na, yung si Clay, yung nakita niya yung babaeng yung nakulong sa sa second episode, sa first episode na, wala daw human rights, ganun ganon, walang women rights, ganun ganon ganon. And then we keep on seeing that part of her when Sisa was about to get um, arrested sa kanyang tahanan. But I think that was intentional. That was super intentional na yes, we have the same Maria Clara um, people base sa pangalan, pero these are different women from different time, from different ages, from different eras, and they handle stuff differently. I do think that Maria Clara, the real one, is more different compared sa show na compared sa libro na nabasa ko, and the stereotype na if isa ka Maria Clara, then isa ka mahiyaing babae. But no, this is a different kind of Maria Clara. She is more um she does a lot more action. Whenever there's a problem, hinaharap niya agad-agad. Matapang siya. Um and And yeah, pero nakita pa rin natin yung pagka-dalagang Pilipina niya kasi, she is always crying, kag malungkot siya. And, but anyways, the writers were able to find a good balance of changing Maria Clara a little bit to make her be a more well thought out character para sa No Limitang Here. She's a lot more three-dimensional. The fact that she can handle Padre Salvi, then matapang siya sa harapan ng pare na yon, then it's just crazy. I just love what they did with Maria Clara here. Sunod naman ni Watermelon. Maria Clara activated. Boom! That's right. Kakaiba Maria Clara. Scary Maria Clara. Scary Maria Clara. Okay, sunod naman ni Mars Ailey. Lagi ako nagugutom every time I'm watching reaction video. So ngayon, may foods na din ako habang nanonood ng video mo. Okay, good. Hindi lang may kasama akong manood, may kasama din yung kumain. Thank you so much for writing that in, Ailey. Yeah, I just love eating food. Tumataba ako ng unti, pero sana bumalik ako sa pagka-diet ko. Okay, sunod naman ni Mika O. Tama ang iyong naging desisyon, Ibarra, dahil hindi mo nasasabing ikay tapat kay Maria Clara at kung hindi mo pa rin ipinabatid ang katotohanan. Okay? Mukhang ang bagong kabanata ay sa puder naman siya ngayon ni Maria Clara. Okay. Ang ibig din po ng emosyon ko. Ang big din po ng emosyon ko nang nakita ko yung abangan. Same. Pero ang episode 30 na abangan yung mas inangatan yung emotion ko. Share ko lang. Okay, thank you for writing that in, Mika. Yeah, actually, yung abangan for episode 30, nagulat din ako doon. Napag-ganon ako kasi, I was expecting to see a serenading scene between Maria Clara at Ibarra. That was just really magical. And yeah, tama nga naging decision ni Ibarra. One of the tropes that really sucks, that I really hate, is that, whenever a character is trying to hide information, diba? And then because they are hiding information from another character and then lalong dumalala yung storya. What if sabihin mo na lang yung pangyayari and then just to try and deal with the idea na sinabi mo na yun? Okay, just fix it. And hey, the writers broke that kind of trope. Sinabi na rin ni Ibarra yung katotohanan about sa kanilang dalawa ni Clyde. Kasi yun ang hinihingi ni Maria Clara. And yeah, honesty is the best policy. And this adds a lot to both of their relationships talagang ramdam mo na itong relationship na to between Maria Clara at Ibarra ay super legit. There's respect between the two of them, and they have nothing but, they simply love each other. And that's what a good relationship is. And yeah, completely agree with you, Mikao. And yeah, ang bagong kabanata, nasa poder na naman si ano. And other people are also thinking na, bagong kabanata means the Clay character is now more influential pagdating sa narrative. But we're going to see that in the next coming episodes. Okay, so the Maria Lourdes. 604, I agree. Maasahan talaga ni Ibarra si Fidel. Ang loyal niya sa kanya. May pagka-prejudice nga lang. Pero kahit pa paano, sinasabi niya yun for the sake lang na matulungan niya si Ibarra. Yeah. Napaka-prejudice nga ni Fidel. Napaka-prangka. Pero hey, Fidel is someone that I can trust if ever he exists in real life, if ever nakaibigan ko siya. He's always there when you need him. You can just approach him and, hey, I bet na tutulungan ka talaga ni Fidel. So again, Fidel is one of those characters na I really like seeing every day. Ang kinainisan ko lang na character talaga si Padre Salvi, pero si Padre Damaso. MCI Watcher. Can't wait to see your reaction to episode 30. Thank you so much for adding that in, MCI Watcher. And yeah, nag-react na ako sa episode 30. Clearly, yung pinost mo to, hindi pa ako nag-react. But yeah, episode 30 was very, very fun. It is the most fun that I had with a Maria Clara at Ibarra episode. Okay, Julius Christopher wrote in, Maria Clara spitting sarcasm. Nakatawa na nakita ni Maria Clara sa kakaibang katauhan. I mean, hinuhulma na sa ating isipan na pag Maria Clara synonymous mainhin, matasarin, at mabinibining talaga. Nakikita natin ang iba pang niyang katauhan. The show is breaking straight. Yes! This is completely right. Julius, napapansin ko sa mga comments mo, they are very insightful. I really appreciate your comments. But yeah, you're right. This show is breaking stereotypes. We have this Sisa character na stereotype na, may mental illness, baliw, and people will make fun of her. Man, after this show, people will see Sisa in a different light now. We're going to see, we'll see in the next decade na natin kung ganun pa rin pero, what I love about this time is that, the younger people are very progressive. If they know that there's something wrong, they will try to change it. And, it's all about human equality and stuff like that. I simply love my generation. Even though madami pa rin mga gago sa atin. Pero, yeah, whenever we think of Maria Clara, mainhin, yung ganun-ganun, gaya nga sabi ko. Kung wala itong show na to, forever natin makikita si Maria Clara bilang ganung babaeng dalagang Pilipina. Yeah. But the fact na the show, the writers were creative enough to show us the other side of Maria Clara, which is, again, matapang siya. She's willing to fix problems agad-agad. She's willing to talk to those people. She is very, she is someone na parang kaya mo din pagkatiwalaan. Kasi matulungin din siya. Gusto din niya tulungan si Clay. Gusto niya tulungan si Sisa para yung mga bata. Pero hindi nila tinanggal yung idea na, again, mahinhin din siya. Mahinhin din siya kung paano siya magsalita. Matasalin din. Of course, nakikita din natin yan. And, mabini nga siya. She is ladylike. And, man, woo. I'm already thinking about, we do know na sa baka na si Clay, papag-aralan yung maging ladylike. Try niya maging mabini. What are the chances, di ba, natuturoan mismo one-to-one ni Maria Clara si Clay kung paano maging mabini. And that will be just really fun to see. I can see a montage happening. Something like that. Now that we were able to explore the chemistry between Clay and Ibarra, now it's time to explore the chemistry between Maria Clara at Clay. Since episode 1, since episode 2, sinasabi ko na, okay, besties, dalawang Maria Clara besties. Man, I think we are going to get that next week. Thank you for writing that in, Julius Christopher. Sinulat naman ni Solid Kapuso latest updates. Ito yung ano niya, ito yung hinighlight kong comment sa episode 30. I think the bagong kabanata means no limit ang story with a twist kasi kasama na sa story ni Clay. Yep. More intense scenes with Padre Damaso, Padre Sabin, Crisostomo Ibarra. I think now Mr. Torres' outfit change. I feel like he is a citizen. Quickly watch Sir episode 30. We would love to see it. Thank you so much for writing that in Solid Kapuso latest updates. And yeah, it was your comment that gave me the idea na, bagong kabanata, everything will be there will be a twist. And by a twist, sa pagkakaintindi ko, you mean since Clay will be involved more now sa narrative, then it will be interesting to see how her character will be able to reflect, how her choices will be able to reflect the story kung saan dadalhin tayo sa point B ng No Limit Tangere, diba? She will still influence the events sa No Limit Tangere mismo. Pero it feels like na kung ano man gagawin ni Clay, it's going to be a bigger deal at mas malaki yung influence niya. Pero at the same time, hindi natin babaguhin yung story kasi I think the writers already explained na we're going to stick with that. So that will be really great. At the same time, bagong kabanata might also mean na, sa No Limit Tangere na libro, kung pinasa mo, you will now see Clay's character. The kabanatas will now mention about this other Maria Clara. Diba? Parang yun na din ang nararamdaman ko. Thank you so much for writing that in Solid. Fed says, ganda po ng scene ni Clay, Ibarra at Maria Clara. Yeah, yung tatlo nakita-kita, that was very intense. I love seeing that. More of those, please. But hopefully in lighter tones now, kung saan, besties silang lahat. They appreciate being together, trio. Okay. Isunod naman ni Blue Archer. This episode is, I think, the start of Maria Clara's turn to show her acting skills. Oh, you mean si Julian San Jose? I have seen episode 30 and it was equally fun. So many awkward moments. Maria Clara show the grace of a true Filipina by being intimidating, yes, gracious. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I also think that Maria Clara being framed in a mirror is a way to show that Maria Clara mirrors the true Filipino, the Filipina. Just my thoughts. Okay. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Blue Archer. Whenever we see a female or a woman being portrayed in media, usually yung intimidating and yung mga gracious types na yun ay mga bitches, di ba? Sila yung mga babaeng boss or CEO. It's like they control the entire company. Sila yung usually the villain. Sila yung mga masasama. Maria Clara also shows that, pero all with all of the good intentions, di ba? Clearly, hindi masama si Maria Clara. Alam natin na mahal natin si Maria Clara at mabait siyang babae, mabait siyang tao. Pero yeah, she can be intimidating whenever she needs to be intimidating because she is trying to get something out from Clay and from Ibarra na ayaw na sabihin. And, I just simply love still being surprised by this show. As a book reader, it's really such a treat, diba? Dahil, man, all of these smaller details na yung the non-book readers doesn't know about, but it's very rewarding because there's more into it, diba? It feels like, okay, yeah, yung non-book readers, kumain silang burger steak. Okay? Pero yung mga book readers, not only meron silang burger steak, pero meron silang extra rice with extra gravy with 2 pieces of burgers. Diba? And yun ang nararamdaman ko while just watching the show. It feels like the entire show itself is a fan service para sa akin. And just like I said, the show keeps on surprising me, which is a very good thing to keep your show entertaining and to be a show that will capture everybody's emotions and excitement given na isa tong teleserye na araw-araw natin nakikita. Hindi tayo nagsasawa sa show na to because that's simply how good it is. Okay, episode 30, ito yung may pinamadaming comments, I believe. Tignan natin kung kaya natin mag-skip dito or basahin natin lahat. Isunod naman ni Tom Tom. Hopeless romantic ka pala, sir. May Maria Clara ka na po ba? May naman, yes, kasama niyo pong maglamir. Kasama niya nung naglamirda. Ano yung lamirda? Lamirda. Ano ba yun? Lamirda. Sorry, hindi ko naman loitering. Yung gumala. Okay. That's a very deep word. Narinig ko na yan pero ngayon ko lang tindig meaning. Yeah, meron ako Maria Clara. LDR kami. Sa iba siya nakatira. And, from time to time, babysita kami sa isang city just to be together. And we are going to stay in that city, for usually 3 to 5 days. And, thank you. I think itong si Nelly. Si Nelly. Pinapanood niya din yung iba ko mga videos. Kasi, sometimes nag-upload lang ng mga videos just for the fun of it. And nakita niya siguro yung kay Jose Rizal, yung punta ako sa Seattle kasama yung Shota ko. And yeah, meron ng Shota. I love her. She's my best friend. We always watch a lot of shows together. Right now, we are watching Breaking Bad. She is really liking it. And that show itself, that's my number one show of all time, yung Breaking Bad mismo. And yeah, man, I can't wait to so sana sa kanya pakita tong Maria Clara na to, pero it's a teleserye. Mahaba, it needs a lot more time to dedicate para mapanood tong show na to. Pero hopefully someday we'll see. Thank you for writing that in, Tom Tom. Emilia Milagros Cuevas wrote in. Ang ganda niyo mag-comment. Thank you so much, Emilia, for writing that in. Maganda din tong comment na to. Pero yeah, I really love it when people just leave feedbacks like this kasi it really feels good. I simply love just talking about the stuff that I love to talk about. Naging madadala ko kapag interesado sa isang show, sa isang movie. And being interested in something means na you can have very insightful comments and feedbacks about the media that you are watching. And I think that helps. And I think the fact na I love the Ibarra character and I love these 2 books that Jose Rizal wrote, it adds a lot to the comments na nilalabas ko. And, base din yun sa ideology ko and sa understanding ko sa mundo. And at the same time, I'm also a film student who has to rely on analyzing a lot of movies, a lot of shows, trying to find the small details, and all of those things culminated into this series of reactions para sa episode sa Maria Clara at Ibarra. So thank you so much for writing that in, Emilia. I really appreciate your comment. Mars Ailey wrote in, Katukayo means kapangalan. Thank you so much for writing that. And yeah, nabasa ko yung mga comments yung madami nagsabi. Kasi tinanong ko ako rin meaning Katukayo. Pero yeah, turns out, kapangalan pala. That's pretty awesome. I think yung pangalan ko, Jasper Dominic Abibas, wala akong katukayo sa mundong ito. I think yung apelido ko is very rare. I did some research. Turns out yung Abibas pala ay parang Russian surname din. Parang imposible magkaroon ng Jasper Dominic na pangalan na first name dyan sa mundo na to. Hey, kung may katukayo ako, magpakita ka, hindi ako umiinom pero mag-inuman tayo ng maybe milkshake. I like milkshakes. And let's talk about kung bakit ka pinangalan na magulang mo ng Jasper Dominic Abibas. Okay. Jonas Moreno wrote in Heart. Blue Heart. Thank you so much for writing that in. It's either nagustuhan mo yung episode na to or yeah. Ano tong L na to? Pinod ko one. Ano ba tong one na to? Sa pangalan niya pala yan. Nakalo kung may bagong ano. Okay. Alright. Let's keep on reading. Tinignan ako yung battery ng camera ko. We still have enough battery. Okay, sunod naman ni Beth Dison. Happy face, heart, 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 like, clap, clap, clap. Thank you so much for writing that in, Beth Dison. Yeah, wala akong masabi. I don't know how to react to it, pero yeah. Heart, like, clap, clap, clap. So naman ni Darwin, Dagaraga, ang ganda ng abangan. Yeah, maganda yung abangan. Ang ganda din ng makeup, pati yung bagong getup ni Clyde doon. It will be really interesting though. It will be really interesting how like everybody, other people are going to react. Clearly, naganda din si Ibarra sa kanya. And, I'm really curious to see Fidel's reaction to it. That will be great. Oh my God. Another kilig moment for me. Okay, isa na naman ni Nixon Yao. Bruh, I feel your kilig. Yeah. Di ko alam kung kilig yun o natutuwa ako. Pero, kung kilig yun, di kilig yun. Yeah, hindi kilig yata yun. Ganun ba yun kapag kinikiligin, parang talaga natutuwa-tuwa ka sa nakikita mo? Or, ano? Kasi kilig is very, ano mo tawag dito? Yung kilig ay nahahawa di ba? Nahahawaan ka sa kilig. Kapag meron isang grupo ng mga tao na kinikilig, ikaw na-apekto din, di ba? Pati di ko alam kung ano yung feeling ng kilig eh. Yung kilig ba yung kapag nakangiti ka, yung parang tuwang-tuwa sa nangyari. Ganun ba yun? Ewan ko, di ko alam. Yeah, kung kinikilig ako. Oh my God. Kung sinabi mo sa akin na i-record ko mukha ko na kinikilig ako, parang imposible mangyari. Pero hey, I now have a video of me being kinikilig. Isunod naman ni Mika, okay lang yan, Ibarra. Sabihin mo lang ang katotohanan kay Maria Clara. Yes, magagalit, iyak si Maria Clara dahil hindi ka kaagad-agad nagsabi ng totoo. Tapat kasi siya sa'yo, Ibarra. Pero parte talaga iyon ng emosyon ng isang girl. Responsive lang naman siya sa iyong ginagawa. Okay, yeah. Tama rin po kayo, Kuya Jasper. Ang transparent ni Ibarra magsabi. Nice, nice. Katokayo, kapangalan, same nickname or name. Share ko lang din po. Favorite episode ko ito sa ngayon. Yeah, it's also one of my favorites too, yeah. Ang cute na mga eksena and excited much sa kasunod na week dahil mala prinsesa ang vibes. Yeah. Thank you so much for writing that in, Mika O. And yeah, you're right. Sometimes I would tell my girlfriend na, minsan di ko kayo maintindihan mga babae, pero I'm generalizing, di ba? Pero sometimes, ayun nga, kailangan mo lang maging transparent. And then, if ever nagalit yung babae sa'yo, and then that means na, responsive yung mga babae, diba? Kapag galit yung babae, di mo lang nakikita yon, pero mararamdaman mo yon. Kahit sa text, mararamdaman mo kapag galit yung babae or galit siya sa'yo or may kasalanan kang ginawa. Mararamdaman mo yun sa text. Pero yeah, finally, Ibarra already told Maria Clara about what's happening. Not only that it's great for their relationship, pero it opens up a lot of opportunities when it comes to storytelling. Dahil sinabi ni Ibarra, yung about kay Clay, si Clay ay titira na sa tahanan ni Maria Clara. Si Clay is going to be more ladylike, magiging more binibini, which could also lead to Fidel liking her more. Diba? Kasi what's funny with Fidel is that Fidel sees Clay as this weirdo. Diba? So what if Clay formed or transformed into this binibining Pilipina na nasa within expectations ni Fidel pagdating sa isang babae. Then, whew, that will be really interesting to see. I think this is also the start of dahil sa ginawa ni Ibarra, this is also going to be the start of the Fidel, the Clay, or AKA people would call it Filay. Such a stupid love team name. Pero yeah, Filay relationship. We'll see. And yeah, super excited to see the next week too. Mana Prinsesa vibes nga. Thank you for writing that in, Mika. Oh, ang sunod naman ni Patrick Agustin. Nung sinabi ni Prof. Torres na love ang reason ng pagstay ni Clay. Ah, okay. Okay. Medyo nakita. And for that to get back to the word niya, love din na magiging means. Then, charan. Fidel entered foreshadowing niya. You know what? Kung sinabi yun ni yung love na yun, ni Professor Torres, kasi hindi ko na matandaan eh. Then, I think whatever arte, sining art wrote in sa previous episode about sa love, about sa heart, sa puso, then, everything makes a lot more sense. But yeah, Professor Torres is right about love. And just like I said, ang mga desisyon ni Clay ang ang puso mismo ni Clay ang nagde-decide para sa mga pinagagawa ni Clay sa mundong ito. Hindi niya ginagamit ang utak niya, hindi niya ginagamit yung isip niya, hindi niya ginagamit yung mga potential, hindi niya iniisip yung bigger picture, pero she is acting out of her heart, and it's also because it's out of her humanity. And yeah, I am ready to see some Filay moments in the next coming episodes. Thank you for writing that in, Patrick. Isunod naman ni Futong. Isunod naman ni Tongfu. Naging tauhan si Clay sa story kasi naging part na siya ng conflict between the two main characters of the story. Dati kasi lahat ng ginagawa ni Clay ay napunta kay Ibarra ang sisi. Okay? Parang nasa shadow pa niya si Ibarra. Pero nung nagkakita na silang tatlo yon, si Clay ang main topic conflict sana pinag-usapan at doon magkakaroon ng bagong kabanata. Yeah. Basically, bagong kabanata will mean it will have a lot of meanings. But again, from the basic gist of it, I think bagong kabanata means na, since everybody already knows about Clay and kung ano yung pinagagawa ni Clay sa bahay ni Ibarra, everything that she will do will affect her directly. There will be no pointing fingers. There will be no hiding stuff like that. So it is going to be Clay against the world, against the higher class people who are living in this world. She does not only have to handle Maria Clara, Ibarra, Fidel, and Sisa, but she also has to juggle her relationships with every other characters in the show. And that will be really interesting to know. Thank you for writing that in, Futong Tongfu. But I think even though, part na siya ng conflict between the two main characters, which is, I'm assuming, si Ibarra pa rin si Maria Clara. I think it's also good to know that, those three are now in better terms. Like, everything is in an agreement. And yeah, there's no love triangle anymore, I believe. And this is also going to be, everything will now shift into a Filay love story in the coming episodes. Okay, thank you for that. Isunod naman ni Emilia Milagros Cuevas, humanga din si Ibarra sa New Year. Yeah, humanga din ako eh. Kasi she looks really different after 30 episodes of seeing her with just a ponytail. Seeing her with that kind of hairstyle, it looks really good on her. Thank you for that, Emilia. Isunod naman ni Enzo Lorenzo. Nakatuwa talaga yung mga reactions mo. Click yarn. Thank you so much for that. Hey, if natutuwa kayo, that's good. Because, reaction videos is mostly as a form of entertainment, diba? Para sa mga other viewers. But, my spice with the reaction videos is that I will try to analyze whatever happened in the episode because it's really fun to talk about episodes. Actually, I'm more excited about my analysis on an episode compared to my reactions to it, because I'm afraid that whenever I reacted, on something na, let's say, there was a positive thing happening in the scene and I reacted negatively, diba? Then that will result to, people might not liking my reaction. But again, this is honest. This is all about honesty. That's why pagdating sa analysis part, sa post-discussion, doon ko sasabihin yung mga, I can explain myself kung bakit ako nag-react in that kind of way, diba? Pero yeah, thank you so much for that, and so I really appreciate that. Na-appreciate mo yung mga reactions ko. Thank you so much for that. Maria Lourdes wrote in, natuwa talaga ako sa sinabi mo na Fidel ay comfort mo si Clay. Tipilay kasi ako. Yeah, I mean, dude. Okay, yeah. Sa trabaho ko, there is this 19-year-old, 20-year-old co-worker na nagharap ng paraan kung paano ligawan tong babae na to, 22 years old, from a different shift. Lagi niyong nilalapitan. Ako yung love expert niya. Lagi nagtatanong, hey man, how can I not be in the friend zone? How can I avoid the friend zone? How can I ask her out? Magaling ka doon. Ako, I suck in those stuff. Pero I love giving advices. Hindi ako professional, but I love giving advices. And it felt like, since I love all of the characters here, I also love Fidel. It feels like na if ever nandiyan ako sa mundong iya, sasabihin ko, Fidel, oras mo na. I-comfort mo na si Clyde. Dagdag points yan. Thank you for writing that in, Maria. Isunod naman ni Jake Salvador. Hindi ako sure kung kilig ba yung nararamdaman mo, Sir Jasper, sa harana part ng episode na to. Pero kung kilig man yan, hahaha, ang cute niyo pong kiligin. Oh my God. Yeah, I think kilig nga yun. Kasi di ko alam kung, I can't tell the difference between liking what I'm seeing and kinikilig. But boy, I love seeing that kasi I wasn't expecting to see the Ibarra character serenading Maria Clara. Right? Nangyari ba yon sa libro? Kasi I do know na si Maria Clara ay isa siyang magaling na singer, and one time, hindi yung sa first 5 episodes, pero one time she also sang in front of a group and napakaganda ng boses niya base sa libro. Wala akong naalala na moment na kung saan kumanta si Ibarra sa libro. Pero it's the most Filipino way. Harana is, whenever you think of harana, unang pumapasok sa isip mo ay tradisyon yun, or it's an old way of ligaw. Laging yung babae nasa kubo, tapos yung lalaki nagigitara sa baba. It's really hard as a writer, diba? If you're a writer, it's really hard to avoid that kind of imagery. Since nandito naman kayo sa 1800s Pilipinas, since nandiyan yung mga kubo, since mga nakabarong saya yung mga dalagang Pilipina, why not just show everyone a harana scene? Kasi you guys have everything. Kailangan nyo na rin ng harana scene. And now, also kailangan nyo na rin ng story on how you guys are going to show that harana scene right there. And what, hey, what if gawin nating si Ibarra, kinakanta yan si Maria Clara para mag-story. And they did it. And I love seeing it. Diba? It's like fan service for me because just give me more of this Ibarra stuff because I'm really digging it. I like seeing stuff like that. It's very simple, but it adds a lot to the characters. These are human beings. If kailangan ni Maria Clara ng isang pagsusuyo, and then we need to see that. Kasi Maria Clara is just a human person. If kailangan mag-sorry ni Ibarra, then Ibarra needs to find a way para to win Maria Clara's heart back. I just love it na hindi pa nila pinahaba itong story na to na magkaaway sila. No, just a harana and then that's enough. we already know na magbabati naman sila eventually if we are going to follow the story, di ba? So yeah. Yeah, kaya ako, kinikilig ako. Kinikilig ako at that scene. You guys are right about it. True, no? Kahit ako, napaisip kung kilig yun eh. Same. yeah, it's kilig. Okay, so naman ni Joe Bats at Chotabs. Minsan nang lumabas na episode si OG naman ni Clara, pero talagang every exposure may quality. Bagay na bagay kay Julie. Asa na si ang role na OG. Yeah, I agree with you. Super bagay sa kanya. It's fun as, si Maria Clara ang laging kumakanta. Siya yung laging nagpapatugtog ng instrument. Isa din siyang singer in real life, si Julian San Jose. And now, everything's different. Si Ibarra mismo ang kinakantahan siya mismo ni Ibarra. And yeah, I just love seeing that. Okay, isunod naman ni Julius Christopher. Maria Clara, mapang-uyam ira. Sorry, hindi ko alam yung mapang-uyam na yan. Ano ba yung mapang-uyam? Uyam Tagalog. Oops. Uyam Tagalog. Palabat na yung ano ko. Angry? South Catanduanes. Okay. Angry. Okay, yun pala yun. Again, through the series, nakikita natin ang iba't ibang realidad ni MC. Malalim ang kanyang pinanggagalingan. Imagine ang boyfriend niya ay may kasamang babae sa bahay na hindi naman niya kaano-ano. Yeah. Julie's acting is impressive. Nangyari sa modern day, magwawala si MC. Tipong susugod. Tapos sa gate fan lang nagsisigaw na nagdadabog. Clay at Fidel, Bardagulahan love. Okay, ano naman tong Bardagulahan? Alala ng words nyo. Just like I said to you guys, ako, mahina ako sa Tagalog. Kung hindi man Tagalog, any Filipino languages. Online bullying. Pero buti na appreciate ni Clay ibang karakter si Fidel. Rooting for this too. Yeah. Kaabang-abang ang pagtira ni Clay kina Ems. Ang pagtira next week siguro. Ang simula ng bawang kabanata. Oh, you know what? When you think about it, next week ang simula ng bawang kabanata, I think you're right. That will be like really interesting to see. That's a good way kasi this week, last week, it's all about Caesar's transformation. Last week, it's all about the portal and the aftermath of it. And, next week, Bagong Kabanata week, you're right about that. And, yeah, again, I just like seeing more of Maria Clara's side of the story. And I just like seeing more of her character being exposed to us. Na hindi lang siya itong two-dimensional character na mahiyain at mainhin. Turns out, she is a human person. And then, yeah, I also like the Cly and the Fidel chemistry. I forgot to mention that. Na good thing na you mentioned. They are now planting the seeds na si Cly ay unti-unti na rin nai-impress kay Fidel. So, I wouldn't be surprised. And, I mean, it's also kind of expected na rin na mayari yung Filay na yon. Or Clydel. Yeah, that's a better name. Clydel kaysa sa Filay. Filay na pangalan. But yeah, you're right about that. Thank you so much for writing that in, Julius Christopher. Teka. Ito, follow ko yan. Hello, I replied to your comment. Hi. So naman ni Maria Lores. Okay, kapag nalobat to, kailangan natin mag-stop kasi nalobat yung camera. Okay, sa ngayon, nililinis ni Maria Clara kay Clay. Mainit Maria Clara kay Clay. Pero dito sa unti nagsisimula ang friendship nila. Lalo na pag lumipad na si Clay sa bahay tulad nga ng sabi ni Trey na magiging. Yeah, I've been wanting to see that since episode 2. Diba? If you guys watch my reaction to episode 2, gustong maging besties tong dalawa na to, but it turns out Clay still has to do some other stuff which led to her being with Ibarra. But yeah, hopefully we will be able to see more of that in the next episodes, and I'm really digging it. And yeah, again, really excited to see that. Isunod naman ni Snappycon. Welcome back, Snappycon. Oh, Snap Elcon. Snap Icon. Hindi ko alam kung ba't Snappycon basa. Hi, Jasper. Ngayon na lang ulit ako nag-comment. Yes. because I share the same clique with you. In the coming episodes, nga pala, lalabas na si Elias played by Rock. Okay, can't wait to see how he'll portray that said character. Okay. Um, yeah, again, I think kilig na nga yun. Kilig yung naramdaman ko. And it's awesome na lahat tayo, sabay-sabay tayong kinilig habang pinapanood yung scene na yun. And, on that night, ang buong madla ay kinilig sabay-sabay dahil sa pagkaharanan ni Ibarra. Amazing scene. Such an amazing scene. And, yeah, kung si Elias nga man magpapakita, that will be really interesting. From my understanding, Elias is like the Andres Bonifacio character who wants to see some changes in the Philippines, but in a more violent way. So again, that will add a new story element into the entirety of the story. Not only Ibarra has to deal with the school and Padre Damaso, but at the same time, sa pagkakalam ko si Elias at si Ibarra ay nag-usap-usap din, di ba? There was this one scene in the book na silang dalawa lang ay nasa bangka and it was in the middle of the night. And there were a lot of monologue that was happening in that kabanata. Pero yeah, it will be really interesting to see Elias interact with Ibarra and how Elias's influence Ibarra in some sort of way. Alright, isunod naman ni Megumi Inoue. Hey, welcome back, Megumi. Yeah, I agree. This is one of my favorites this week. Especially after those very emotional episodes before. I just hope to see more of Mr. Torres. I really like to hear from him, including other people like Lai. Also, next week, we will be seeing the other two father duo. The thought of that makes my blood boil. At least someone gave Father D a black eye. Whoever did that, A plus. For you, I can't wait. Yeah. Yeah, again, this is one of my favorite episodes. And you know what? I think si Mr. Torres magpapakita lang just to give us the new status quo pagdating sa story. Si Mr. Torres magpapakita para sabihin sa atin, okay, ito Clay. Ito yung mga pwede mangyari Since you did this, ito yung mga pwede mangyari in the future. I just wanted you to be aware about that. And then, alis na siya. And then, nasa atin na kung paano natin approach yun. Pero si Professor Todd, para may magical powers din kasi bigla-bigla siya makapagkita at bigla-bigla siya mawawala. So, that will be really interesting. And yeah, si Padre Damaso ba si Padre Salvi nag-interact sa libro? Like one-to-one. I'm really curious to know if ever that thing happened. Because I completely forgot about it. But yeah, Padre Damaso has a black eye, which is something that I wasn't expecting. I wonder whoever gave him one. So that will be, again, really interesting to see. Thank you so much for writing that in, Megami. Asterogasm wrote it. I am really loving this and the upcoming episodes na base sa teaser. I also love how they resolve the relationship of Clay and Ibarra since it's too much in his skinship. Too much skinship. Ano tong skinship na to? Oh, English na pa na. Di ko alam. Skinship. Intimate message. Ba yun? Korean thing? Okay. That's a new vocabulary that I didn't know about. Diba? Alright, I also love how they resolve the relationship. Okay, since it's too much. Okay. So maybe sa mga next more episodes is more on OG and Ibarra plus client. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right about that. It will be really fun to see more of the Clara at Ibarra relationship developing. But mostly I'm excited about seeing Clay and Fidel. Since both of them are created characters na ginawa para sa show na to, I think the writers can have the most creativity and freedom pagdating sa pagde-develop ng story nilang dalawa. So that will be really interesting. Okay, so naman ni Henry Geneston. Oh, oops, mali. Oops. Kapag lang to. Sunod ng Geneston Vlogs. Yung pagpapansin ni Fidel kay Clyde, dinadaan niya sa pag-asaran. Ganun yung way niya. Kitang-kita ko rin yung mga pasimpleng kilig ng ngiti niya kapag pinupuri siya ni Clyde. You're right. You're right. Napapansin ko din yon. And you know what? Yeah, I do know some people na, if ever gusto na naman magpapansin sa isang babae and if ever gusto na ng babae, kailangan mo maghanap ng way, di ba? For Padre Salvi, para mapansin siya ng babae, kailangan basahin ni babae yung libro na binigay ni Padre Salvi at para pag-usapan nila yung libro na yun at yun ang magiging main topic nila. For other people, um, kailangan nila mang-asar. Aasarin ng babae, kaya merong kasabihan na the more you hate, the more you love. Diba? Kasi kailangan nila asaran, kailangan nila mag-asaran para just to get the attention of the other person. And yeah, nakita ko na si Fidel ay malakas mang-asar pagdating kay Clay kasi it's probably Fidel's way of that is his sign or at least his language of trying to interact with someone, diba? Who knows, baka ganun din si Fidel kay Ibarra during their childhood friendship. But yeah, I just wanted to see the Clydel love team forming in the next episodes. Thank you for writing that, Henry. Fed says, super nice po yung mga scenes ni Ibarra at Maria Clara. Damang-damang mo talaga emotion ni Maria Clara. Ang cute at kinikilig rin po ng Pilay Moments. Ang cute at kakakilig. Yeah. Other than the kilig moment na binigay ni Ibarra para kay Maria Clara, there were also some kilig moments between Fidel and Clay sa episode na yun. And yeah, again, Julian Santos is such an amazing actress. She did an amazing job. She always does an amazing job when it comes to her scenes. And I've been saying in the past na I am very impressed with the casting choices that they did here. But yeah, I agree with you, Feds. I agree with you. The introvert wrote in, Katukayo means kapangalan. By the way, grabe yung acting ng cast na Mikay. Sa episode na to, nag-shine si OG Maria Clara. Kaabang-abang din mo next episode. Yeah. I think it was this episode na talagang umiyak siya, no? Umiyak si Maria Clara about the idea na baka maghiwalay na sila ni Ibarra dahil sa revelation ni Ibarra sa kanya. Pero yeah, kaabang-abang yung mga next episodes. Again, Julian San Jose, amazing actress. I will be looking forward to any other projects that she will be doing in the future. And yeah, she is also very talented. Same thing then about kay Clay dito. Clay has been amazing here too, especially that moment. Diba? Kinikilig ako, diba? Sa scene ng Harana. And then suddenly nakita ko yung mukha ni Clay, umiyak siya, nabila ko ng lungkot. Like, ganun ka-intense yung acting skills ni Barbie Forteza. And that also means na ganun ako napamahal sa character ni Clay mismo. Okay, so naman ni Mars Ailey. Maria Clara, savage but classy. Yeah, yun nga sabi ng isa eh. Si Maria Clara ay parang sabi din niya, parang savage but classy. Ang intimidating, grabe. Ang switch ng emotions when she confronted Clay, kala mo hindi galing sa pagtatangis. Yeah. And thanks. It really shows na yung acting prowess ni Julian San Jose. And at the same time, it's also under the directing. Whenever the director notices na, okay, yung emotion niya is not enough, maybe change a little bit of this and that so that it will fit our scene. Kudos to the directors too. because the director needs to make sure that everything that we are seeing is exactly as it's supposed to be. So kudos to the directors too. And yeah, Maria Clara, a different kind of Maria Clara, probably a way better Maria Clara for me. And it's also a well thought out Maria Clara. And last comment with 10 likes. Wow, let's see. May comment niya dito. I have been following your reactions. Oh, of Maria Clara at Ibarra from the first episode. Wow, first episode, huh? Okay, until now, and I have to say that you make sensible comments and you truly entertain me with your reaction videos. Please continue what you are doing, Jasper. Thank you so much for that, Jade. I really appreciate that you write this thing here. I like seeing comments like this. Wow, since episode one, that's just crazy. It feels like forever now since I did this reaction stuff. But hey, pinalabas ang Maria Clara, diba, noong October 3, diba? And it's just only been a month.